C5, man. Like what we thinking, bro? Like what they do, bro? 'Cause I don't know. I don't know what they can do. I mean, we got an update, quote unquote, that's supposed to be game changing, quote unquote. We've been hearing that since October, but it's supposed to be game changing. No pun intended, game changing. This month, and
very carefully.
I'm gonna be honest. I have Trey carefully. We know who said. Listen, I'm on my Cat Williams shit today. We already know. Romero already said it. I don't give a fuck at this point, bro. I don't care, bro. I ain't got time for it, bro. We already know. Let's be honest, bro. The update ain't. It's not gonna do shit. It's not. I'm gonna be honest. The update ain't gonna do shit, bro.
The sad part is
Gary Pauls, but honestly speaking, I don't think the update is gonna bring play.
Who else is in that update?
I just listen.
It's Ian Gary,
Mike Malad, and what's the other nigga? Charles Jourdain.
Yeah, that's not. Three. Yeah, I mean Charles is gonna be somewhat used, but not enough because he's not gonna be better than Volk or Connor or Max. He's gonna get starts by all of them.
I'm gonna be honest. You know what's sad, bro?
Let me hear
that we all have that little hope in the back, right? Back here. Man, I hope it do change. I hope something do change. That's the sad part. Is we all hope that shit, and it's like month after month, release after release, we get the same thing. I don't think UFC 4 changed drastically from release to the end.
It didn't.
No. The way people played, there wasn't a meta shift. There wasn't a force to make people play a certain way, force to make people stop playing a certain way. It was all the same pressure fighting, attack to block. Like I went live yesterday, literally only block breaking, and I was more successful than I would be actually playing logically.
I will say
and
this.
Hold on, let me add this. And not to, I mean, if this is true, this is crazy, but somebody in my chat said Mero said the stamina was fine. The current stamina is fine. Now, I'm sorry, that's fucking sick. The stamina is not fine. I literally showed a GSP throw of 311 strikes in a fight, landed 91, and he had like 90% of his stamina still left.
I'm gonna say if 98% of the player base is saying the stam is wrong, and then that 1% says the stam is fine.
Go ahead.
That 98%, that 1% is wrong. Just like when that undisputed shit happened, everybody said tracking was fucking fine. Then one person came out and said the shit like that don't mean that you're right. The majority is still right, my nigga. Like you're overwhelmed. You know what I mean? We all know stam is trash. We know the fucking striking trash, submissions trash. Everything is trash.
And they said that we didn't know how to do the submission system. Now we're just uneducated, right? And we don't know what we're talking about. Hold on 1 second. Bye, Al. Here we go. Yeah. This is my bro.
And this is my problem, though. We can't. And I saw a tweet from Romero, right? Because apparently niggas who follow me like that shit. You can't keep saying that UFC 5 is good. It's the best out of this franchise, and then you compare it to 3 and 4, and the popularity for those two games were way higher. Those two games on release were way more receptive. All of us are content creators, so we can agree. UFC 5 views are fucking trash. So I don't understand how you can say it is a good game and people are hating when those same people who watch our content aren't watching it because the game is trash. So what, like, Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's like they say this and they say that we're pushing negativity. What benefit do we get as UFC content creators? We can call ourselves whatever we want. We can say we're not UFC content creators. We're just content creators. Majority of our fan base is a combat sport. Most of our fan base is a combat sport fan base. UFC related, most of us, like me, you, Darkside, Pry. We're UFC is the main market in our fan base. What benefit do we get out of being negative to the thing that is going to push our channels the most? How does that benefit us? Forcing us to have to play other games.
Well, a lot of people think you are just being negative sales, but
how does it help us? Because we're telling.
I don't think it's being negative. I think it's a balance. It's people that are shilling or consistently saying positive things. They scream the positives, but they whisper the negatives, or the negatives are only being spoken to the developers. And then you got the people like me, you, Jay, that are coming out and publicly showing the flaws in the game, and they don't like that.
And I've gone on
The
stream
people, bro,
multiple times to do it too. Like,
people flock to the truth, man. Like it's just plain and simple. Like people not stupid, bro. They gonna flock to the truth. Whether they think is like you can't fake. You can't sit there and be negative about. Like if niggas are being overly negative about a game, motherfuckers gonna sit there and tell you, all right, bro, you hating. You know what I'm saying? But if everybody from Reddit to Twitter to Instagram, go look at every post that UFC 5 has posted. They drag the game every time.
Go look at Metacritic.
So I don't understand how I look exactly. No, hold on. Supposedly the 72 people on Metacritic that reviewed the game.
It's gone up recently though. It's gone up recently. I wonder if it matters now that there's more people, you know?
It don't matter, bro. But Finest, I want to hear your thoughts, bro. What you think, man?
I don't think my thoughts are any different from anybody else, but being more of a casual player, I can tell you the same thing that the casual fan base says. The game is fucking trash. Getting on to play ranked is always a toxic ass experience. Even at Division 7, they're slip hooking because that's what they see the top of the division do. So they see a lot of their people like Nas UFC just putting it out there, amongst other content creators who just abuse mechanics in the game. They see that and then they get on and emulate the same exact thing. So hopefully there's a patch that comes out and fix all that. But as a person who doesn't play the game that often, anytime I play it for more than an hour, I honestly want to hurt myself, so I just turn it off.
I don't have anything against Nas myself, but people are watching his content and trying so hard to emulate. You don't understand how many people.
When you're an influencer, that's what they do.
Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm Division 7.
Exactly.
Division 7 getting slip hooked to death by left hooks.
Recreate that at the bottom of the barrel. Slip hooks, pull uppercuts, and you three.
Wait, hold on. You gotta be specific for the people that want the specifics. You know, when you say that they don't have certain clinch positions, they don't have the clinch in the game. But what I'm saying, bro, is look, the slip hook moving forward, moving your head, sitting still, and throwing a hook is fine. It's the slip hook moving forward. You turn into Mike Tyson. Everybody turns into Mike Tyson. This has to let that be known.
I'm fine with pull uppercuts. I'm fine with slip hooks. Not saying that they're good or that they, don't need work. I'm fine with both of those being in the game. But I would like any of y'all, right? Anybody, anywhere, watching the video, anybody, please correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me the last time you have seen somebody land a pull elbow.
I haven't.
When has that ever fucking happened? And then on top of that, why the fuck is it so powerful? That's become one of the main counters. If it's not pull uppercuts,
the main
a pull elbow. Like
that is the counter.
Like everybody wants to pull elbow or slip elbow. It's like
because it's the quickest. That's the quickest way to get a reaction off a pull counter is that
pull elbow, like and it does a doctor stoppage thing and all that.
The hook takes a long.
Like I would,
and I want to say this. It's not. I didn't mean to cut you off, but this is something, a fairly simple concept that I've been fucking saying since the downfall of UFC 5 video. It's not the fact that Z Hunter or Demar or Zayev or Romero or Game Changer or whoever defends UFC 5. I don't have a problem with people defend. Listen, everybody entitled to their opinion at the end of the day, right? But the problem becomes when people are vividly saying the game is trash, and then you try to use your quote unquote status as some type of validity, like some type of superiority to your statement, as if the person that is saying it is wrong. If a video game company post fucking, I don't know, if they try to market the game for 3 weeks straight and every single post, people are under that post saying the game is trash, you need to fix it. What else needs to be said? I don't get the point in constantly argue. This is how these arguments. So I don't get the point in constantly arguing and sending sneak disses when the point is fairly clear. You don't want to hear the point because your ego cannot let you be wrong. That's what it boils down to.
Employee. You're an EA employee.
And the thing is, I like business wise, I get it, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest. If I was an EA game changer and they paid me $5 bands, my nigga, Oh, I'm saying nothing but good things, nigga. 5 bands is 5 bands, so I get the business. Simple.
But
Like,
you can't be
like
mad when people call
anybody
it
who,
out, though.
yeah,
You
but
can't be mad when people
exactly. You
make that
cannot be
public
mad when
knowledge.
people call it out. That's what you take with it. Like, that's what comes with it, bro. So like, I don't get the point in trying to say that people are hating this and that. I've never been a fan of that stuff, and trying to use your quote unquote status to downplay others because they're not a pro player or whatever.
They need to check
And
your
speaking
bio.
of that, I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet. Shout out to my guy Wade, man. That's my guy, man. Shout out to him. He posted a tweet saying he wants to get Demetrius Johnson and Danny Aaron's. If y'all not familiar with Danny Aaron's, dude is a FIFA YouTuber, but he kind of plays UFC. Dude has almost 4 million subscribers between like 2 different channels, maybe 3. He got a bunch of channels. He is trying to get actual influence in the game, and I see pro. I don't even like using the word pro because there's no pro scene for this shit. A UFC 5 player goes under his fucking tweet. There's no pro scene. I'm not using the word. You're not a pro. You're not making no money from it. You're not going to no tournaments. Even when he have paid tournaments, and that's another thing. I'm calling you niggas out. Y'all will be quick to sign up for a free $500 tournament. But when a pillar of this community, Bruce Lee Rob, was hosting a $5 buy-in for a tournament, nobody signed up. Y'all some bitches.
I ain't gonna lie.
For that.
Niggas is
That's
cheap
crazy.
in this UFC community. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro.
Crazy.
Cheap.
Crazy.
Bro,
You can't even do
crazy.
I don't even want to just say the UFC community. It's combat sport games in general. You
Yeah.
can't get people to play you for $1.
Yeah.
$1 wager match.
I think you are right with combat sports games for sure. Like people, and you watch other genres or other people play. Like, bro, they will. I was watching. I give you an example. I don't know if y'all know who Yodas EJ is on 2K.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Not no zero pocket
Yeah,
watching. He mainly does 2K. He'll play Warzone, bro. He was doing people playing their songs, and he would say if they gonna make it or not. And people was paying him to do that, and they was even paying to skip the line to play his songs.
Bottom play people in Madden for $100 a game.
Yeah, bottom.
And
Oh
this
my
is
goodness.
this is the land of prize fighting, and people can't come up with $5 for a buy-in.
Disgusting, bro. And on
But
top
they
of that,
say UFC's dead. You're not trying to keep it alive.
People
won't pay
pockets is
$5
dead.
for buy-in. They won't. Not all of them, because I've been getting good support, and I know all of us get good support from the people in our community. But
That's it.
I've said
That's
like
it.
when people come into my
in
chat,
our
and they,
community though.
yeah, in our community, because
But
we're not
when
toxic and shit like that. They love to support people
but
like
when
us.
when it comes to the actual growth of the community, everybody talks about being about for the growth, but nobody really about it, bro.
Of course,
Straight up.
they
Because
want to be a part of growth in a subscriber type of way, like a free way.
the ESFL wouldn't be doing the same shit they've been doing since UFC 3. If something not working, you need to fix it. You can't sit here and complain. At a certain point, I was with them at first, but then going into UFC 5, you do the same exact thing you did in UFC 4, in UFC 3, and UFC 2. I can't feel sorry for you anymore. You can't sit there and like I don't understand people who sit there and complain. Like when Blake Tyler, like I was talking about, he got on Twitter and said, "Well, Wade, you can either host a tournament with good pro players that are not well known, or you can host one well known player." Nobody gives a fuck about the pro. There is no pro scene. Nobody gives a fuck about Blake Tyler. Nobody cares. Like nobody cares about us. Straight up.
Be honest, bro. And this is not a shot to the comp scene or the players that are at the top, bro.
I mean, fuck that.
Nobody cares to watch that. When people watched it, like think about this. TikTok versus YouTube was the biggest viewed event. It was bigger than the ESFL. I believe it was ESFL 100. It was bigger than that. With me and Marshall, it was bigger than that. As far as live viewers.
Yeah.
But who was on ESFL? Who was on TikTok versus YouTube that was like comp players? It wasn't many at all. It was entertainment. That's where I think a lot of the community don't understand. Bro, people don't care about this comp being the best. It's more so a very niche thing to be the best at the game. I'm not discrediting people at being good or being the best, but people don't care about watching the best. Not as much as it is.
I think they will care. They will care if it was when you see what happens at the best was actually something that was skillful. Then they will care. That's why everybody likes watching GOAT.
Like if it was aesthetically pleasing,
but I'm talking about
like in real
I'm talking about the state of the game.
Yeah,
But GOAT is an anomaly because GOAT isn't only just good. GOAT is extremely entertaining too.
He's extremely
Right.
entertaining,
He's
and his
both.
gameplay
Right.
looks good. Like he's very clean, just like you are. No meat
Right.
riding. You're very clean with your striking. It's a fan friendly style to like people like watching it because it's clean, it's entertaining, and it's something that they can't recreate. Whereas, no offense to him, again, somebody like Nas, you see what he does, and you see people at lower levels recreating it, the exact same game
I
style.
will say, with all due respect, he is the founder of that slip hook and shit, bro.
He is. He is. He is.
Like, it is corny as hell, but he has pulled off some Mortal Kombat like combos with it. I can't even. It's not realistic whatsoever. It's
Tell me in
more
the last week,
arcade-ish
right?
combos.
Or not in the last week because y'all haven't been playing like that. In the last, since it's came out, since the game has come out, how many times y'all been hit with that lead hook, lead hook, slip, lead uppercut, overhead?
I
That
ain't gonna
shit
lie
is
to
the
you.
combination today, bro. It is
The combination is
everybody
this.
I ain't say yes.
That's a combination. They'll throw and then hook and then hook and then hook and then
Yeah.
hook like bruh.
You know what's crazy too? The
And-
way I see most fights start is it will actually start off sim, but after that first 2-3 minutes, when
minutes.
somebody start losing.
Minutes.
Minutes.
Now I'm talking about the minutes of the round. They see they losing.
Uh,
All of a sudden, every
They get
time they come
grimy.
forward, they just see that slip.
They
That slip
get
come out every single
grimy,
time,
bro.
and it's like,
I can't tell you the amount of people that they'll play sim versus me, start getting out kickbox. Well,
and then there
I
comes that.
tried.
You saw
Block
it in
break
stream.
time.
I won't say the goofball's name, but you saw it in stream, Pry. It was all GGs and respecting good shit up
Oh my
until
goodness.
once
Don't
he
even
got
get
a
me
little
started
close.
on that.
Spin, elbow, pull, elbow, slip hook, taunt. All of
And
a
then
sudden,
they'll win and come into your stream and say GG's, bro. And then if you call them out on the BS they was doing, then they start trash talking. So
All of
why
a
even
sudden.
come into the stream on some genuine timing when you know that ain't even your true intentions? You came in there to see my reaction. I gave you a reaction. Wasn't the reaction that you wanted. Now you're going to be negative and you're going to say how you really feel.
correct. That
But
shit is
before we
the
get
problem.
into like constantly just talking about everything that's wrong, I like I said, I'm more of an outsider. I'm kind of in, but I'm not really in. But I've been seeing the same problems since I say UFC 2, honestly, and every iteration of the game still has the same kind of core issues, and it hasn't been changed. So what can we do to actually change it? And why does it seem like the game changers aren't aware of the problems when it's existed for years?
I'll admit I got in
No,
late
oh.
on UFC 2, so like I don't know what the problems were, but I don't believe like
Oh no.
I don't know what the
No.
problems really were for UFC 2. I don't know if block breaking was
No.
like that in UFC 2.
No, it wasn't.
There was
it
no block
wasn't,
breaking.
but it was no block breaking. But the answer for this question, the answer is simple. Get rid of EA. Simple as that. Get rid of
I don't think
There
I
is
don't
no,
think EA is capable
like-
of making a sports game to represent the sport as well as they should.
they're not.
I say
They're not
incorrect
like-
to that. I would
we're-
say incorrect to that for one reason and one reason only. I believe they are capable. I believe that they won't because that's not what they believe sells. They want to
They're not
sell.
capable, dog.
They're not capable.
They
I
don't
believe they
have
can
the
make a
right.
sim game.
They don't have the right to, if they had Jeff, I would have some hope.
Yeah.
They don't have Jeff no more. That was
This is
the
the
only
thing.
that was
This
the
is the
only
thing.
person I seen. Bro, he was a lead gameplay developer and he was a community manager too. He was out here giving out tips. He was like, bro, he was in threads.
And this is
like
I was gonna say that if you go look at EA Studios, and the only reason I know this because I did video essays on it. If you go look at the main EA studios, the studios who did Def Jam, the studio who did EA MMA, a lot of people are starting to really appreciate MMA now, EA MMA, because it is a really good game. A lot of the studios that did NFL Street, NBA Street, those studios aren't there anymore. It's all EA
big,
Canada.
wasn't it? That was
Yeah,
like EA
yeah, it was
big.
EA Big, and EA Orlando. Those studios are no longer. So a lot of the main EA games are coming through the main office in California.
Don't
and
it
then
feel
EA
like
Canada.
corporate? It feels like when you watch a company go from being like a passionate company to going just
Yeah.
straight corporate type thing, bro.
Yeah,
That's
but
kind of what the
they
vibe
got
I get from
The
it.
two, if you go look at like I said, the two studios, EA Big and EA Orlando, those studios had developers that actually had passions for the game. Now, I'm not saying that the ones now do, but the thing is, if you have a passion, this is my thing. If you have a passion for something and you go to work and you're not able to, how do I put this? If you're not to fully expand upon that passion, then why are you there? That's my whole like. Why are you there? Exactly. So you're there for a check. So I don't want to hear that. Oh well, their hands are being held and they've been trying. I've been hearing we're on the 5th installment, and then from here on out, there should be no excuse. We're on the 5th installment.
That's my
Undisputed.
thing,
People like to compare Undisputed. Undisputed gets passes because this is their very first game ever. The studio has never made a game before this. We're talking about Electronic Arts, a $1 billion company who's on the 5th installment of what, make 10 franchises expanded across many sports. This is their 5th installment, and we're still sitting here talking about what can they do to fix from fucking UFC. Like we're still here talking about.
They don't even have a base. They consistently switch their base. They never have. If they built their base off of UFC 3, they would have been fine. They went from UFC 3 to changing the clinch, changing the block. The ground game stayed the same. The submissions changed from like they keep on fucking up the game because
they did it in 2. They did it in UFC 2. UFC 2 to 3 was a change. UFC 3 to 4
that was a
good
change. That was a change for simulation to actually fighting. But then from 3 to 4, it's like, bruh. And then 4 to 5, it's like, huh? And it's these people that say the game is just, it's better. How? How? With the issues in the game, I understand. Hold on, let me finish. Look, for the issues of the game, like patches come out, let's say, but 6 months from now, 5 months from now. But my thing is, why do I have to wait 5 patches or 6 patches or whatever many so patches for the game to be better than the last installment?
Undisputed, right? To speak on why they get more of a pass, we are playing through the development of the game. We know that.
Yeah.
We're playing through the development of them trying to make the game better. They're letting us play to make the game better. So on release, it's a good game. It's a finished product. They get all the issues out of the way before it actually fully releases. They get an excuse for that reason because we're still in development eras. EA is doing the same thing, but they're selling it as a $70 game, and they're calling it a brand new game, promoting it with all these promises, and yet we're still doing the same thing as Undisputed, where the game's going to come out, it's going to be bad. Okay, it's going to have its problems. We all know that. But it has the exact same problems as the last one. It looks damn near identical. It barely any changes. And you're telling me I need to also wait for now the same problems and newer problems. I gotta wait for more patches for those to get patched out and fixed up so that I can play the game in its fully final form. Like, bro,
I know what somebody's saying right now. Somebody right now saying, "Oh, if you don't like the game, then don't play it, don't buy it, don't make content." Well, I know you don't like you waking up 6 a.m. going to your fucking job. Quit then, bitch ass nigga, and don't make no money to feed your family.
That's that sage talk right there. That's that sage.
You don't like waking up and going to your job, but you go to that bitch anyway because that's how you make money and pay the bills. Now I don't make understood
the money from that point. Like niggas got families.
I don't like that narrative that they push. Oh, then just don't play it. I mean, what if I have a genuine passion for playing a mixed martial arts game? Like, that's my thing. What if I get a fix? I want to get on UFC and get my fix. But like when you get on there, like you getting fixed. Like,
slip hook.
I already paid my $100. Like, what about the people that aren't us, right? What about the people that are not able to just throw $100 on a video game and that shit be easy? People that go and buy that $100 game, and that's like one of 3 games that they could afford that they have now. They got 3 games to play. UFC 5 happens to be one of them. They spent $70 on it. You just gonna tell them, oh, well, if you don't like it, don't play it. I gotta limit myself now. I spent my $70 on this game. Some people like teenagers, they got that birthday money. They spent it on UFC 5. Now, you gonna wait till after they spent that $70? Say, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Don't play it. Dumb, I already spent my money. I tried to get my refund. They told me I played too many hours. Sorry. I can't do anything about it.
This is complain about it. It's kind of stupid to me because you're buying a product based off of what your favorite content creator says, based off of trailers, based off of how the game is marketed, and then you get the game and it's mismarketed, and you say, "Hey, this game is mismarketed," and then you try to target those people.
I don't necessarily think the game is mismarketed because when I get on and I see how the player base plays, I think they're targeting the exact people that is going to buy the game every single year. Because one thing that I noticed that Undisputed kind of revealed is that people get on and the first thing they're trying to do is figure out how to win. They don't care about really emulating the sport or learning how to actually play the game. It's what's going to get you getting the results. Exactly. Body uppercut spam.
Right.
triple body jab to get in, and then just spam whatever punch, hook spam, same side hook spam. It doesn't change regardless to who's making the game. The player base needs to get called out a lot for their fuckery as well.
That's a fact.
All right, and
That's
I
a
hear
fact.
motherfuckers call themselves the best sim player, and then they play Nas UFC and start side control undeniable spam.
Talk to him. Back dragging and backpack spamming. Call him out.
We gotta cut that out, bro. And also building upon Finus's point as well, it kind of it does go back to player base. I'm not gonna say that it doesn't, but it also like kind of boils down to like fuck, I don't know how to say this. Like, if I make a tutorial, right, and I say, hey y'all, this is the best way to win. You know, this is the best way to win. I'm a top player. This is the absolute best way to win. You 100% know nobody's gonna be able to counter that. Because you go look at other fighting games, y'all play other fighting games. You go look at Tekken, you go look at Mortal Kombat, you go look at Street Fighter. Yes, there is some things that you can say that are quote unquote cheesy or spammy, but you're able to defend that in a way to where it's ineffective. And that's where a lot of that stems from. Because let's be honest, a lot of us are going to play Undisputed. Like I'm 1000% confident the shit is going to get fixed. I know it's going to get fixed, right?
Yeah.
NDA. I know it's going to get fixed. I know it's going to get fixed, right? But there is still going to be spam. I know that going in. But
it's gonna be spam for sure.
It's gonna be spam. But a lot of us are looking for, okay, he's going to spam. But if I'm able to counter him correctly and I get the result that I want, I'm okay with him spamming, because I know if I hit him and he sees that, oh shit, my health is going down, he's going to stop spamming. So they kind of go hand in hand. Yes, you can have cheese. Like, not every game is going to be perfect, but at the same time, if you don't provide players with the ability to counteract that spam or cheese, then it creates an unbalance. You know what I mean? So again, you can't get on Twitter and say you're the best sim player, and then when Nas UFC drop you 3 times and you get a sprawl, you start spamming side control undeniables, and then you block break, and then whatever. Romero, you know who I'm talking about, man. But,
damn, go call him out.
Damn, call him out,
bro. Because I'm not doing 2024. I'm not doing no sneak disses. I'm not here. Oh, you didn't add me on Twitter. I'm not going for none of that, bitch, nigga. You know who I'm talking. Let's continue.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Because I'm tired of it.
Fuck the
like
gloves.
on some serious shit, bro. I'm tired of this shit, bro. Like why are we sitting here arguing over if the shit is good or not? We already knew this 2 weeks in. Like, why are we consistent? We argued for 3 months straight on if the game is good or not, and the fucking results of it. I'm tired of arguing about this shit.
Also,
numbers don't
what
lie.
are we going to do to fix it? What are we going to do? Like, no.
My glasses aren't rose tinted, nigga. They're limo tinted. By the way, bitch ass nigga, I seen that tweet, ho.
Hold on, bro. Because what? Why are we sitting here having these conversations over and over again? And you complain about you hate the game and this and that. I have not once heard any of these people provide an actual counterproductive argument as to, like, what do we need to do to move the community forward? Because I've had that. I've made 3 videos on it. Well, where everybody else videos at? I won't hear no. The game needs to be fixed. Game needs to be. Yeah, it has problems. Oh, you cannot wait to see this patch. This patch is gonna. You can't. I'm tired of seeing this shit, bro. I'm tired of it. You can't sit there. No, bro, fuck that shit, bro. You can't sit here. Like, I'm tired of seeing people, like Pryor said, bro. They quiet about the problems in the game, and then they loud about what's to come. I don't want to hear about what the fuck is in the next patch is going to change that. Because you said that in the tuner update. You said that in the last patch.
I heard that in the beta, to be honest.
I heard that in the beta.
A0 patch.
It's gonna be a different game.
Oh, it's gonna be A0 patch. It's gonna be so much different. And it was the same fucking shit.
Bro,
So
at the end of the day, I was gonna say that even though it's nice as content creators to try to help push the community forward, I'm not a fucking developer. I don't get paid to be one, and I don't need to come up with the changes. As a consumer, I should be able to say this sucks, and you just fucking fix it. That's it.
Right.
And you're getting paid for this, so you should be capable. That's it.
Right. Hey, talk to him. You don't see Mike Wayne going on Twitter and say, "Hey guys, stop being harsh." Nigga, Mike Wayne get death threats and all that. Then they can get in the lab and go fix the game. Simple.
Talk on.
And honestly, let me add real quick, the 2K community, the only people that mess up the 2K game is the 2K community complaining about the game. But
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
honestly, I am sick of people, game changers or people, whoever the case may be. Stop saying you can't complain about something if you're not offering some sort of fix to it. That got like what that logic is like, it only favors one side. It's like, oh, okay, well, you're gonna complain about it. What you gonna do about it? What's the fix you did? Like that's the developer's job. I point out the problem, they fix the problem. Why do I have to fucking figure out how to fix the problem
Let
too?
Jay talk. Let Jay talk.
That's like saying that. That's like saying your back is broken, and then saying, "Oh well, you actually need the cervical 3B needs to be surgically repaired." Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? That's not my job to do
actually,
that.
you can't say
I just
your
know my
back's not
fucking
broken.
back
You
is
can't say
broken.
your back is broken, Jay. You're not a doctor that went to school for 8 years and got a degree in backs that are.
But that's the
So
thing. And if you don't give, they just completely discredit you as like your opinions or things you have to say.
you got to be a doctor on backs. How many have broken? All of that. You got to be educated completely.
I gotta be a
on a
third
broken
degree.
back.
I gotta be a 5th degree black belt, but the niggas who making my game ain't never tossed around, ain't never put on no mitts, ain't never put on no gloves, ain't never hit a bag. Those are the niggas get up, go to work, go home, back home to their families. Don't do no
They
type
do have,
of workout.
they did in EA Studio. I will say they did have, like they did used to like roll and shit. I don't know if they still do that now, but they was doing that
With each other.
I mean, Jeff was. This is Jeff era, so I don't know if they doing it now. During the Steve
That's probably
era.
why the game trash. They spending too much time in at the motherfucking arcade. I seen what EA Canada looked like. EA Canada got 3 arcades. Oh, I looked it up. They got 3 arcades and 2 cafeterias. That's probably why the shit trash right now. They spending too much time in these extracurricular games. That's probably what it is.
Job.
That's probably what it is. I didn't see what
okay,
EA
so look,
Canada looked like.
So how about this? Because we done dragged this game negatively for 30 minutes. And
let me
and I'm gonna say this,
one last point though. Let me make one last point before we get to this.
Go ahead.
When we say, like, when we talk about the good in the games and how good the games have been in the past, like when we praise EA, because that's what we're doing. We say EA or UFC 3 was good, the best game in the series. We're praising EA for what they did good in our opinions. When you then say, go play UFC 3, and niggas are like, all right, bet. Niggas recently have gone to go start playing UFC 3 recently, right? We saw Nas do it. We saw GOAT do it. We saw Pride do it. We've seen a bunch of creators go do it. All of a sudden, people start moving back to UFC 3 and praising UFC 3, and they're doing what you said and going to play it. Now you want to go on Twitter and say, oh, rose-tinted glasses make y'all think UFC was such a good game. Romero, shut the fuck up, bro. You told us to go play UFC 3. Now we're playing it, and you're saying, oh, it's y'all think it's
he
so
said
good.
that?
He said it was, go play UFC 3 then. And then on Twitter, he talking about some, rose-tinted glasses. By the way, they're limo-tinted, not rose. You talking about some, rose-tinted glasses make people think it was so much better than what it is. The game has problems.
It's not about it being better than what it is. It's better than what we have. Like when it comes to actual skill in a fighting game in UFC and simulation, UFC 5 is a fucking joke. You can find the who's to be good at the game, bro. I can teach my daughter how to block break in 5 minutes, bro. The shit is not hard. Yet they complained about the shield block in UFC 3. Matter of fact, if you go watch my video I uploaded, I actually was attacking more than just the fucking head. Most people that complain about the block in UFC 3 was trying to just knock people out by punching their head. Punch the body, bro. Most fighters ain't throwing a whole bunch of combinations to land strikes.
And it goes back to Finance' point. Body shots don't get people wins, bro. Headhunting does, bro. They just do what's necessary to win.
Yeah.
Not what's actually logically necessary that fits their strengths. Motherfuckers be cold at wrestling, but wrestling don't get the wins block breaking does. So
you know what the counter is?
That was a good point.
A counter in real life, if somebody pulls back, hit that body. You know what the counter is in UFC 5? To pull.
And guess what? In UFC, if you pull, like if they pull back and you try to hit the body, they throw an uppercut, they gonna catch your ass.
They gonna hit you with that
Get you,
Francis Ngannou, boy. You're going.
So
to
it's like
Yeah.
the problem is balancing, bro. The game is balanced like dog shit, bro. It just doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's
Yeah.
what it boils down to. It boils down to balancing. If we can't change mechanics because of budgeting, then
Limited resources.
The game's
billion-dollar
cooked.
company.
I ain't gonna. We ain't going to talk about limited. I'm sick of hearing limited resources.
Billion-dollar
Like-
company.
Like, I don't want to hear it. Then they're gonna say if I talk about well they spent all this money in promotion, and then that's a different budget from this. But like, you got it.
I mean,
bro.
I don't know who's in charge of setting the budgets and shit
Right.
for that, but if I'm a creative director and I tell you I need more resources and I can't get them, then you need to be fucking fired.
And where did?
And then
why do you think Jeff left?
but this is my, and that's true. But even then, with what you had, what are you doing with it? Because I've seen Love Sheet Shawty. He don't have nearly the budget that EA does. I seen 2 developers with a boy.
My nigga got mitts in the game, dog. Just saying.
Bro, he got mitts in the game now. He don't have nowhere near an EA budget. He's doing things. He's
He don't have
developing his game.
10% of EA's budget, bro.
Not even 10.
You
Not
got
even 10.
1%
So I don't.
of their budget. Let's
He
be
probably don't got
real.
1% of their budget.
They got
truthfully speaking.
millions and
So
damn near
and-
billions.
And I dare somebody, whoever, go back and look at the updates from EA Sports UFC 3, and then go look at the updates from EA Sports UFC 4. And you'll notice the difference in pure passion when it came to updates. Jeff, you could tell Jeff was putting in work trying to fix that game.
Yeah.
And
Versus
the current head is just, if you make a complaint, it's just, you guys need to be appreciative of what you got. Shut up, nigga. No, I'm a complaint.
He on that David Hard right there.
For the
But look, like I was saying, bro, we done dragged the game, and then people can be like, "Oh, you're just being negative." Like, my thing is, if I'm just being negative, and you know I'm just being negative, why are you watching? Like, people will watch you be negative and then complain about you being negative.
So we both just negatives. Two
Stop
negatives.
watching.
Fuck it.
I'm asleep.
However it's
So
fine.
like UFC 5, right? Let's just say, what can we take positive from the game? Like honestly speaking, I'm gonna be honest.
I like the
Only thing
cinematic.
I'm taking positive from the game is the cinematics, is the shit that they basically push
game.
on us.
The hood.
The
game looks good.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the only like
presentation.
the presentation is
Yeah,
very good, but after that, when you actually get into the fight,
Oh, whoa.
I like the
Kumite?
sounds when I
Kumite?
scroll through the menu. Those are good too. You know, sounds.
Kumite was a
sounds
good Kumite and online created fighter ranked. Those are two good things, 2 changes. Kumite is now a 1 round, 25-minute new setting. It's more of an arcadey setting as it's supposed to be. And then they got the backyard thing with the 3-minute rounds. That's new. And then we got
I'm not gonna
online
lie,
created fighter.
I shitted on online career mode. Online career mode is actually pretty fun.
It's fun.
If
Pretty
they
fun.
would have, it's fun. If they were
buggy as
able
hell,
to
though.
like build, it's buggy. That's a UFC problem. But if they would have actually build upon it and make it interesting, it actually would be like a damn good mode. But
it would have been
talking
better
about-
than ranked. Ranked is played out. I'm sorry. Like, we live in a world where you can't, like, so many people is hard stuck in this world of, oh, we got, like, in the UFC games, I want to use the only UFC fighters. Listen, bro, it's bigger than that. How about you make a UFC fighter and you can take that fighter's template like you can do in 2K, where you can actually build your fighter just basically being that person. You don't have to be fucking TJ Dillashaw. You can build a template of TJ Dillashaw and build that based on your fighter. Why can't we not? I said this back in UFC, I think 3 going into 4. Why are we not able to have an open world where you can go to different type of seminars to actually train? Where is that at?
We could have like 10, 20 different gyms. We have so many known coaches in the sport of MMA. Ray Longo, Trevor Whitman.
And
Dwayne
we are getting
Ludwig,
cookie cutter video
Mike
game.
Brown, and we're
That's
not
my
getting none of
problem.
it. We don't even have those
That's
coaches in
my
the game
problem.
now. Like, we don't have those coaches. We have generic ass Coach Davis or whatever his name is talking us through the fucking.
Hey, don't forget about
you,
Big
bro.
Valentino.
Go back and look at EA MMA, bro. Them dudes. Honestly, I really feel like they should let them come back and just make a game.
So,
Honestly, I would
Davis
love
not
for
coming
them
back
to
for
do
UFC 6. Damn.
It was crazy.
fucked.
Even people like FaZe Jeff said
I
the
don't
the,
give a fuck.
the UFC the storyboard
He's a
was
casual
literally.
player.
He
He's a
said it
casual
was the
player.
same as
You
the
know,
last one.
casual player's opinion don't matter, man. Come on now.
Shit, the game
He's a
made for casual players. Jeff even said it.
He's a casual player, man. Casual player with over 500.
Yeah,
not even
bro.
500.
Like the positive I take from UFC 5, honestly, is the presentation, the cuts, they look good, and the cinematics, they look good. But after that, then I mean, you don't even. How do you have the replay thing when you get the replay with the knockouts and you don't even get them if you get a body shot, knockout, leg kick, TK? It's only when you punch somebody in the head or kick somebody in the head. It's only headshot knockouts get the cinematic replays. Like it feels like an incomplete game, just like EA Sports UFC 4 was an incomplete game when it released. Just like UFC 3 was an incomplete game when it released. Like, why do we keep on releasing these incomplete games?
If you go look at, I'm gonna leave it off with this because I don't want to make the video longer than what it is. If you go look at Rockstar is like the perfect. That's crazy. Rockstar is the perfect example of this. They're not making yearly games year after year. Look at GTA came out. GTA 5 came out 2013. It is about to be 2000. Well, it ain't about to be. It's 2024, and we're just now getting, word of the next game. They've already officially announced.
I mean, wasn't this game 3 years in development? Or am I mistaken?
No. They didn't.
I don't think it was 3 years.
They only had a year and a half because of COVID.
I think it was like 2. I think it was only like 2. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like UFC.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it was 6 months.
I feel like they took UFC 4 and ported it to the Frostbite. That's why I got so many problems. I don't feel like the game they didn't play it enough to test and fix all these, because there's problems. You know, when you what is it? What takedown is it when you deny it and they get up and they do this before?
That's the single leg. Yeah, that's the little single leg. Yeah, when you out of the clinch, when you try to like throw them down and trip them, and you get the leg.
Oh,
and
that you're talking about the single leg.
Yes. Like why is how is that still in the game?
Ankle pick. I gotta say ankle pick because if I don't, then they'll try to say you know.
But leave it off like I was saying. Rockstar, they've consistently added content and made the game better year after year after year, to the point to where motherfuckers are like, damn, we need GTA 6, but at the same time, they're getting enough content to keep them busy. The problem with the EA games is, even if they were to take 3 to 4 years, if we were left for UFC 4 right now, I would probably be doing something totally different with my content, because UFC 4 is just fucking trash. So if they do the same with UFC 5, I don't expect UFC 6 to sell well. I just don't expect it to sell well. You can't say here's this. We promise you guys, we're done fixing this game 6 months in. We're done fixing this, but we promise you in the next one in 4 years, it's going to be better than this. Why not fix the fucking product now? It's kind of why, if you go look at fucking Cyberpunk, another great example, game was fucking dog shit when it came out. They didn't get on Twitter and say, oh my goodness,
they was giving people refunds.
They gave people their refunds. They went in the lab, fixed the game. You go look at Cyberpunk now, it is the highest selling game on Steam right now. Facts. And the game came out, 2018, 2019, is the highest selling game right now. So if you make the correct changes, people are going to come back to the game. So I like,
especially an ongoing sport, an ongoing sport of a game.
And you couldn't
just
even
fix the fucking game.
Fighters. You gotta wait.
Just fix the game. Just fix it.
December to get a new fighter.
I don't understand how EA MMA, right? EA MMA came out in 2011. I don't understand how they have motion capture and we're in 2024 and it's just impossible to get motion capture now. I just don't get it.
Well, because
I don't, even if
they're not incentivized to come do mocap.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm getting pissed off thinking about that shit. We're gonna end the video right here because I'm about to say something.
Before we end it, let's do something that we don't normally do. After you say what you say, let's do something we don't normally do. Hold on, go ahead, say what you gotta say.
Go ahead. What we gonna normally do? No, okay. I'm not saying what I'm gonna say. What do we normally do, man?
So to change the tone, because I already know what they're gonna say about this video. Ooh, we spent 30 minutes hating. Shut up. To change the tone, let's all list the positives of UFC 5 and what can we do to make the game positive. I know we're gonna say, all right, you guys,
it's been Toon Squad. We'll catch on that. Listen, we've been doing this shit for 3 months.
In all seriousness, from this point on, but be logical about it.
In all seriousness, I think a lot of what can change on the game or the problems with the game, especially the non-stop
impossible.
can you please get rid of the fucking block meter? I think that would be a very good change in general.
Why though? Let me ask you why. Why should they do it? Just to give
because defense should be absolute. Like if I play Street Fighter or something, and then you mix me up, and then that opens up my block, that should be the reason I take damage, not just because you constantly press jab and then throw a right hand and then throw a hook and then went around the guard. Like that shit doesn't really make sense. Because there's fighters like if you take boxers who can walk around with a high guard and block shit all day. So if you're taking it to MMA,
Smith versus Canelo, man.
We saw it in MMA.
Cheeto Vera is very good at block. I mean, look at the amount of shots he blocked versus Rob Font.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's fighters who can block all day. So I think taking away a fucking block meter, I don't think there should be a block meter in any game. If I can defend what you're doing and you don't mix it up, then I should be able to defend it 24/7.
Take away that block meter and give me more bleed through damage to my head when I'm getting hit with punches.
I don't think
that's probably the biggest change for me.
I mean, I love
that's probably mine too. Like, I think we're all in agreement. Y'all ain't heard all our problems, but let us know. Let's hear what you guys think down below in the comment section. Can UFC 5 be saved? What needs to be changed?
No.
Going forward, what needs to happen? My answer is no. The game is done. That's why I made the video. The downfall. You think I made that video?
I'll be the one out of 4 that's positive. I think that the game can be saved. It won't be because of the people at the top. I think that the people that are in charge of telling the developers how good the game is, they're fried, they're cooked, they're pussy whipped.